Hey, what's good, everybody? This is Hijacker coming at you with another statue review. This time it is it is pretty much the grail. It is the Maniac Venom by Salt and Pepper Studios. ES on this guy is 40. This is number 36 of 40. It's a fantastic statue, huge presence, a huge build. I'd say it's probably more like third scale. There are little nitpicks on it though that I don't know. There's not too many reviews on this thing, so I wanted to get that. I just got it today. Everything was packaged extremely well. No damage came during shipping, so I'm really fortunate and very happy about that. The packaging is similar to XM's. It's basically the way they do it differently. It's layers of foam, and then they strap it all together, so everything's nice and secure. So there's really no art box on this guy, but just a fantastic piece. I'm very fortunate to have this in my collection. This is one of those things I never thought I'd see in person, but I found one on eBay. Had to cough up some coin for it for sure, but with it being an ES of only 40, it's probably not likely you're ever going to see it again, so I kind of had to jump on it. Just look at this thing. It's beastly. It's got a couple of switch outs. It's got a different right arm, and I'll show that here in a minute after we do the full 360. I don't know what they were really going for with the secondary right arm. All it is basically the same sculpt on this arm, except he's got holding a Spidey mask, a ripped up Spider-Man mask. So really, really nice detail in here. If you look, it's got like many different layers of texturing, so it looks like the symbiote is actually alive. I have the XM version of Venom, and I think this spider symbol is definitely more my speed. I like the traditional big spider on the Venom pieces. The XM just had one that was a little bit too small for my taste, so I just think this is just a great overall piece. What I love the most about it is it's got, if you're a fan of the 90s art for Spider-Man with Mark Begley as the artist, it's got the Mark Begley portrait, and this is really, really, really nice if you take a look. Very nice and detailed. It's got a little bit of clear resin right here for the drool effects and everything. Really nice textured tongue inside. The teeth come out really, really nice on this thing. It's just from the side profile, you can see through the webbing there on the side where the gums are at. Just a great, great piece. Loving the eyes, so that's definitely going to be the one that I prefer to display it with. I will say though, my first nitpick, the magnets on this thing are weak. I don't know if anyone else has got this, has noticed that, but the magnets are very weak. I'd be concerned about the head falling out over time just from some random bump or something like that. It's pretty weak, so I might have to stick some blue tack in there just to make sure that everything stays nice and secure. Let's go ahead and switch out that arm. This is a heavy piece right here, and that magnet in the shoulder is pretty weak. I mean, especially for a statue that is this expensive. So here's the switch out with the Spider-Man mask. Here we go. I mean, I personally wouldn't really display it like that. I like him where he's just got the flared out claws and everything. But nice little switch out if you want to change it up every now and again. So not really my speed. Go ahead and put back the other arm. The paint is really, really good. I found one blemish on the whole piece. And it's on the back where you're never really going to look, so how upset can you really get over something like that? It's really small. The only thing that really concerns me is the magnets being so weak, but whatever. Other than that, the piece is fantastic. It's huge. It's probably about, I don't know, I'd say 24 inches tall. I don't have my my tape measure handy to go ahead and measure that for you, but it's massive. I would say it's closer to the 1/3 scale. It's about the same size as the XM Venom, a little bit shorter, but with the stance that he's in, the pose, it's definitely more of a massive piece. All of this in here is bigger than the XM, for sure. So, I like the effects here. If you can see that, it's got like a Spider-Man newspaper right here. It's actually got legible print that you can look at. Really cool touch. This water is a real nice translucent resin. Makes the whole thing pop. This was a little bit of a bitch right here to get placed, to be honest, in between the fingers here without trying to scratch anything. The base is cool. I like the scene that it's depicting. Just a really, really awesome piece. And Venom being my favorite, I just had to cop it when I saw it, regardless of the price. I mean, if you're a collector, you're in this game, you know you're going to be spending some money. So, it does have a light up feature. I'm never going to use it, so I'm not even going to turn it on, but basically it came with a plug. There's a little jack right here, so it's basically as soon as you plug it in, it's always going to be on. There's no on or off switch. I don't know if you can see that there if it's in frame, but it's right there. So yeah, I mean, really, really badass piece. My personal opinion, got to be one of the best Venom statues ever created. I kind of think the XM is better. The paint on this is more of a bluish hue. It's not as black, as deep and rich as the XM Venom. So there's that. But the texturing is much better with the symbiote and everything like that. It really looks like a living organism that's flowed over him. Like right here, nice little touches where it's flowing out of the leg over the top of the water tower there. Has Maniac written right here, kind of like in a spray painted motif. Kind of looks like they added the eye in at the last second. It looks like it was Manic, and then they were like, oh shit, we need to add an eye. So that's a little sloppy. It sits in here nice and secure right there. The claws are they look like they're going into the tower, so it's really, really nice the way that's displayed. So you don't have to worry about it. It's pretty solid once it's actually on. Another little nitpick, it's hollow. I hate hollow shit. I don't like it. It makes it feel cheap. It definitely didn't make me feel good about how much I had to spend to get this guy, which I'm not going to say because it's a lot. Definitely my most expensive statue, but hey, also probably one of the rarest, one of the coolest customs out there too, in my opinion. One little blemish I found right here. Whatever. Not going to really knock it for that. Could always touch that up later. But wanted to go ahead and give you my first impressions after unboxing it. Like I said, I got it this morning. Pretty good experience overall. It was a super rare find on eBay. The guy was cool. Shipped it from California. Shipped it on time. Very happy with the overall experience. Salt and Pepper. The Salt and Pepper Studios. They make some good customs. So you know, keep it on your radar. If you find one of these, like I said, there's only 40 in the world. Extremely rare, but if you've got the extra, the extra coin, go ahead and cough it up. I mean, it's a definite cop if you've got the funds. What else can I say? I'll probably do a little bit more in-depth review after I've had it for a little while, after I digest it a little bit, let it settle, and give you my full thoughts. Oh, but one other portrait. This is, I guess, the Maniac portrait, the one that they custom sculpted themselves. The tongue looks pretty good on there. A little bit more of the clear resin on the saliva. The black veins and stuff just makes it look a little bit more alive. Let's pop that on. Again, these magnets are weak, y'all. Not too happy about that. Those are some weak-ass magnets. I've seen stronger magnets on like $50 statues and stuff, and this is definitely a lot more than that. But there's the other portrait. But I'm definitely going to go with the Begley portrait. Magnet seems a little bit stronger on that one too, so that's good. But I'll go ahead and pick up the camera, get some close-ups, and then that'll be it. So here's this texturing a little bit up close that I'm talking about. Really, really nice. This is all one solid piece. This his left arm, the entire body, the the bottom part of the torso is all one piece. Only different pieces is the portraits themselves and then the right arm, and they are massive. I mean, look how big around this is. It's easily, it fills up my hand. It's like a size diameter of a soda can, I'd say. I'm always using a soda can as a reference, but whatever. So just all around very impressed with this piece. It's definitely dope. Loving that side profile. That's just freaking amazing. See how this symbiote comes out of the leg there? All seamless, really solid. Couple little QC issues that, not really worth mentioning, but, got to state all the pros and cons when you're going over a piece like this, especially when you spend that kind of money. But yeah, definitely going to be top 2 favorite statues in my collection. Just a fantastic piece overall. All right, this is Hijacker signing out.